In the last lecture, we have seen that how we can make the posting in the SAP GUI through the SAP Easy Access screen, how we can do that posting on the SAP Fiori app, and we have also explored both of these two transaction code F-02 and FB50. We also found the difference between the two. Now, what next we need to do? So yesterday we have posted the entry into the balance sheet account. Now we are going to make the entry for the expense account, and let's see what will happen. So for the posting of entry, I am going to use the same transaction code. It is F-02, and I'm having here company code ID as 2266. We have transaction code F-02. Give the information in the header and line item. Company code is 2266. Currency USD. Go to the line item. Here we can give the account or GL number. So this time I am entering the GL 400-100, which is my expense account. And after that, let's put some amount. Let it be the amount as 25,000. Then go to the text. Text is salary paid to cash account. 50 posting key we have for the cash account. Enter. Now this type of error you should get it. Account require the account assignment. So this account is now a cost element. Why it is a cost element? Because if you remember in the master data, if I just show you on a parallel screen, in the master data for this GL 400-100, we have given the cost element category. Under which tab? Under the control data tab. If you have given the cost element category, then it is mandatory that system is going to ask for the account assignment. So system is asking for some cost collector. And this cost collector could be your cost center, it could be a WBS element, it could be an internal order, it could be a sales order. So we need to give the information either of these fields. And this can't be kept as blank, otherwise system will not allow us to make the posting, or even it will not allow us to go to the next screen. So what I need to enter here, I need to enter the cost center. If you press F4 key, it will give you the list of cost center we have under our controlling area. Under the standard hierarchy we have maintained for our cost center, and we have these many cost center, two cost center, and we need to just press enter button. Let's select the first cost center and then press enter button. Now we can just see system has taken us to the next line item where we can mention the amount. Let it be the amount as star or asterisk, so that system should copy the amount from the previous line item. So the amount we have in the previous line item, it is 25. This will also become 25 if you press enter button. Text, I just made it as plus, so it got copied from the previous line item. Now if I go for the posting, so just click on the overview and then save it. Click on the save option. Now the document got posted and we can see this document. For that, we need to go to the document in the menu display. Here you will just see, although like we have just given the information for the cost center, but system has also derived the profit center. And system has also derived the segment. But segment information is not coming on the screen. How to add that particular field? For that, we need to make the changes in the layout. So you can just see there is an option called choose layout. In this choose layout, we need to go to the option change layout. Click on the change layout. Here we have a list of fields on left and right side. So left fields are those fields which we can just see on the screen, whereas these fields which we have on the right side, these are with the hidden status. So we can't see them on the screen. So if any of the field you want to display or you want to hide it, so simply you need to select that particular field and then click on this hide option or display option. If you want to select this field, let's say I want to have the field, it is just click on the search option, because here we have multiple field. So if you want to search for a field, let's say it is segment. And just see here, we have that segment field. Now, if I want this field to be on the screen, so I need to click on this arrow button, show, and then press enter button, go on the right side. So you can just see the segment is coming here. So this is how we can give the information. And if you notice here, we have only given the cost center, but this profit center segment has come automatically. So if you remember, in the cost center, we have assigned the profit center. So the relevant profit center will be tried by system. And in the profit center, we have given the reference of the segment. So that is the reason system has drive the relevant segment. So if you have the transaction with this profit center and segment, and down the line, you want to have the financials, you want to create the profit and loss and balance sheet according to the profit center and according to the segments, you will be able to do it. Now, if I need to every time enter this cost center, no, we can default this cost center. And when this cost center system is going to ask you when you will be using any cost element. So cost element when we will be like using any of the expense account. So where we can just default it. So in order to default it, we can go to the transaction code. It is OKP9. This transaction code you will be able to get it in your SAP basic setting steps. So I think at a second or last step, it is related to this OKP9. So you run this transaction code, and here you can just see you need to give your company code ID. You need to mention your cost element and what cost center you want to link or you want to default with that particular cost center. So for example, if I just click on the new entry option and I just mention here the company code ID, then we have the cost element also. So we created cost element like 400, 100, 400, 200, 400, 300. These are the cost element we have created where we have given the cost element category as 01, primary cost. And then we can just again give the reference of the company code. Now here we can assign the relevant cost center. So let it be the first cost center. It is this one, 1001. Second is 66020001. And the third one is 660101. Now press enter button, save it, and then we can come out of here. So now again, if I try to make the posting with FDA02 or FB50, so I don't need to enter the cost center because I have made it default. So let's try it. Let's test it. So here we can test this, and again FDA02, give the information. Let's say the cost element is 400, 100. So you can just see system has drive the cost center automatically. And here we can give the amount. Let's say it is 11,000. I can also have another cost element here. This is what salary paid. So my next cost element, we can give it here with the posting key 40, 400, 200, enter. Now you can just see automatically it has dived. It is 66022001. Here it is, let's say 12,000. And we can also have one more cost element. This is what wages paid. Then we have 40 posting key with cost element 400, 300. Again, you can just see system has drive the cost center automatically. Amount is let's say 14,000. And here we can just go with the text rent paid to cash account. Posting key we can use for the balance sheet for the cash account as 50 and cash account number 200, 100. Amount we can put it asterisk. Why we put it asterisk here or star? So that we can balance both the side. Which side we are talking about? Debit and credit. So whatever the total you have on the debit side. So if for the credit side, if you just put it here star, then it will balance both the side. So the total we have on the debit side, that same total system is going to give you on the credit side or vice versa. Now here we can use the plus sign for the text Now you can just see automatically system has made the amount as 37 because system found that the debit, sum of the debit line item, you can just see 37. That is the reason system has made the credit amount as 37,000. Now I'm going to post this document, and for this we can just click on the save option. So document got posted. Now we can go to the menu document display. We can view this document. So this is how we can do the posting. Now, once the posting is done, what we can just see if the GL account balance has changed by the system, line item has been created by a system. So for that, we have been given the steps also. So in the practice sheet, you will be able to get those steps. So in order to display the GL account balance in the ECC, we used to have this transaction code FS10N. Even you can use this transaction code in the SAP S/4HANA, and it will also give you a notification that this T code has been changed, and the new T code is FAGLB03. So through this we can find out the GL account balance for any of the GL, and after that we can have another transaction code which is FBL3N, through which we can display the line item. So let's first display the GL account balance with, let's try FS10 and if it is working or not. So you can just see, although this transaction code has been phased off, this has been discontinued. So, but here system has just opened the screen, and the screen you can just see this is a GL account balance screen, and here it is also giving us the notification that this transaction code has been replaced with a new transaction code which is FAGLP03. We need to give the account number in which we want to display the balance. So here I want to display the balance for the GL 200-100 execute. Click on the execute button. So we can just see this balance system is just showing us period wise. Why we don't have the entry for the period 1 to 3? Because we have not done any posting in March, April, May. So we have our current period as 4th, and this is the April month we have, and period is 4th. So here we have the amount on debit side 120, credit side we have 62,000, and balance is 58. So if you double click on this, you can also view the line item here. You can just see these are the line item we have. So that breakup particularly you will be able to see here, but this is only for the debit line item. So you can't see here the credit line item. In order to see the credit line item, go back and double click on the credit amount. It will show you the credit line item. But if you want to see both debit and credit both, for that you need to go back and you need to double click on the balance amount. Double click on this, it will show you all the line item we have debit and credit both. Now we can just come back. So this is the one way to display the line item through this FBL1N, through this FS10N or through this account balance. But if you want to directly, you want to see the line item, for that we have a dedicated transaction code which is FBL3N. We can run the transaction code. Here it is saying that for which set of GL, or for a single GL, or for a particular range of GL, you want to display the line item. So if you just give here the range as 1 to all, it is going to give you the line item. It will display the line item for all your GL. If you have a particular set of GL or individual GL you can mention here. But if you have a particular set of GL, for that you can use this arrow button. This is the multiple selection. Click on this, and here system will ask you to input some data. So which set of GL you want to consider for the display, to display the line item. Now if you are like to copy the data and paste over here, so never paste by control V. So you copy, but here never use control V option. Why? Because with the control V option, system doesn't take all the data. So maybe system will be taking the data up to this line item, which we can just see on the screen, but not the line item we have like below. If I just scroll down, so it will not take the data if you have that data in the source. So then how we need to copy? So for that, always we need to use this paste button. And here we can click on the execute button. Let's see the data. You can just see here, account wise, it has shown us the line item. So we have the line item for the share capital, cash. Go down, you will get the line item for the rest of the GL also. So this is the navigation we have seen. We can do it for display of the balance, for line item display. Now the same kind of thing we can also do it in the Fiori. So here we can go to the journal entry group. So journal entry group, here we can click on, and these are the relevant apps we have related to the journal entry. Let's go with the first app, post journal entries, and let's have one posting with the current date. Then just go down. You can just see the company code is a little different. So let's have here the company code 2266. And now we can just see in the line item, system has taken the current company code 2266. Give the GL, let's consider the cost element GL first and then cash account. We can take the amount as, let's say, 21,000 and 21,000 on both sides, debit and credit. Now, in case if you have multiple line items, you want to give the information for third line item, fourth line item, because presently we have two line item. You can just see the plus sign. So through this plus sign, you can add more line item. If you just scroll down, here you will get the line item 3. And simultaneously, like if you don't want to have this third line item, you want to remove it, you can click on this remove or delete line item button. So we have these two line item, and here you can just see the amount we have on debit and credit side same. And also here you can just see the total balance we have with the green color. It is showing you 0. So we are good to go. Now, before we go for the posting, so these options were not available in the GUI in the SAP Easy Access screen. What are the options we are talking? So for example, here we have the attachment. So if we want to attach something with this document, so we can attach it here. And if along with the attachment you also, or you don't want to like attach anything, you want to give some link, hyperlink. So the reference of that link also you can mention here. So for example, if you click on the upload, it will just take you to the browser. So you can browse your file and attach it. If you want to write any special note, here you can write that, okay, this is entry suggested by auditor or audit team. Then we can just go for the posting. So we can just click on the post. But before post, you want to simulate, click on the simulate button. So this is the information we have. Now we have again header, line item. Let's go for the posting. The document we received 1006. Now these options actually we don't have in the GUI. Actually for display of the balance, for display of the line item, we need to go to the we need to use the transaction code, and we need to go to the different screen. But here from the single screen, it will give us a navigation option that we can navigate to the other screen. So for example, here you can just see we have the GL. If I just click on this, it will suggest me that what I want to do. I want to do the GL account balance. I want to display. I want to display the line item, or I want to see the GL master data for this 400, 100. So let's say I want to display the line item. Sorry, I want to display the account balance first. So it will show you here only your account balance. And if you want to see the line item breakup of this for 57,000, you click on this, it will also show you the breakup. So how many documents are posted under this 57,000? Then what are the document numbers? So all the detail will be able to get it. For that, you need to just click on this arrow button on the left side, and again click on the arrow button for your GL. So then we will be able to get the breakup of this 57,000. So these are the three documents we have. Further, if you want to go to the relevant document, you click on this and it will give you the information. Now again, I will just go back, and through this, I want to see the line item also. So I can click on this and I can display the line item. So again, it has taken us to that same screen. So we need to click on the arrow button and we will be able to see the normal line item. So here we can just see this we have a normal line item of 21,000. Now we can just go back. So whatever the entries you have posted, so in the next application which we have manage a line item or manage a journal entries, in this you will be able to see all those journal entries. In which company code, let it be the company code as 666 and then execute. It will show you all the document. And again, you can just navigate, just keep clicking on that and it will take you to the further screen. So here, if I just click on this journal entry analyzer, or if I want to have more link, then it will just suggest me that, okay, these are the links we have, which one you want to get on, which one you want to like have on the screen. And if you just click on that and accordingly, it will take you to that particular screen. Now we can just click on the cancel option, just click on the journal entry analyzer and we'll get some more information. And the same information or the same kind of data if we need to access in the GUI or in the SAP easy access screen, then we need to have the transaction code. We need to use those transaction code, remember them or keep them in the favorite list. So that is the benefit of having this Fiori for the from the user standpoint. So we can just see it has given us the detail that, okay, this is the entry we have for this document and the document number is this. Now we can just go back to the practice sheet. So we are done with the posting of data. We can now see the line item and this line item we can see. And here, if I want to see the line item, this kind of data system is going to show us. So click on the execute button. So we have this line item data. In this line item data, we can just see the field like the assignment, document number, business area, document type, document date, posting key amount in local currency, and so on and so forth. Now, if these are the only field, no, these are not the only field. We can add more fields also. And similarly, if any of the field which you can just see on the screen, you don't want to display it, you want to hide it, so you can also get that particular field hidden in the system. So how we can do it? For that, we need to use this three button called layout. So first is the option change the layout. Second, you can choose the layout provided by the SAP. Third, you can save your own layout. So here let's make the changes in the layout. And what are the changes we want to have? Again, you can just see we have the list left and right side field. So left side fields system is showing us already on the screen. Right side field, see the title, hidden fields. Now how I can display hidden field and I can hide a display field. So first let's see how we can hide a display field. So we have a field called business area, text, clearing. So we don't have anything here. So we want to hide these column or these field. So you click on this, select the relevant field, text code clearing, business area. I want to hide it. So select them and then click on this option button called hide the selected field, enter. So now you can just see system is going to hide those fields on the screen. Now if I want to add more fields, so again you need to go to the change layout and you need to take the field from the right side to left side. So let's say here we have the field called posting date, company code. These field I want to display on the screen and then click on the show field, enter. So these are the field. If you just go on the right side, so here we have these field. Okay. Now, if you want to also make the changes with these field, what are the changes? For example, you want to reduce the length of the field, you want to change the position of the field. So first, how we can reduce the length of the field? Again, go to the layout, change layout. So for each of the field, system is just showing you on the screen. It has a position number and it is also having a length. So the length, if I just show you for the text, it is coming as 50. If I want to make it as 30, let's see, press enter button. So you can just see it has been reduced. Same way here, you can just see we have the document date and posting date system is just showing you on the right side. So user is saying that this is difficult for him to do the reconciliation. So he want this posting date next to the document date. So this document date, posting date should display it by the system together on the screen. So for that, we can change the position. How we can do it? Just click on this change layout. See the position for the posting date. It is coming as position number 10. See the position for the document date. It is coming as 5. So you make it the position of this posting date as 6 and 6 you make it as 10. Interchange the position for this field. Now you can just see document date posting dates are coming together and we can just see the posting date next to the document date. Now if this is the final output which user want to see every time for him, then how we can save it? Because next time if I just come out of the screen and again if I display, then it will just system is going to remove this layout. So how we can save this layout? In order to save this layout, we need to click on this option called save layout, and layout can be saved by using forward slash. Let's have here the layout ID. It is double two double six user and then save. So this is the layout saved. Now we need to give the reference of this layout where go back on the BL3N screen. This is a screen we have, go down. Here we have a field called layout. So give the reference of that particular layout forward slash. If you don't know, press F4 key. It will show you all the layouts available in the system. So you can just see the first one, double to double six user, and then click on the execute button. Now onwards, this layout will become default. So every time output will be shown by system according to this layout only. Now the next thing is parking of a document. So we have done the posting. In the real time, this posting doesn't happen with a single person. So for the posting of a document in the finance, in the accounting, we have a workflow. So what is the workflow? We also follow approach, and this approach is called 4I approach. Now what is the 4I approach? 4I approach means one person should create the document and the another person should post or approve the document. That is the 4I principle or 4I approach. So here also, when we are creating the document in the SAP, so we have a flow that one person can create a document and second is approving it. And the balance will change only once the second person approves that particular document. Before the approval, before his approval, document is not change the account balance. So that is the feature, that is the properties we are going to see for the parking document here. So what is your park document? Park document is your permanent document. It is your permanent document, and this permanent document is not going to change your GL account balance. Here you can make the changes because we know that in the posted document we can't make the changes. For example, if I want to make the changes with respect to the amount or cost center, profit center segment, so I can't change it. So for this, we need to reverse the document. But here, if that document is in the parking stage, then we have the option that we can do that changes. Now it is saying that how you will be able to create this park document. So we can create this park document with the help of transaction code F-65. Even if you go with the F-02, it will give you the option in the menu that you want to park it or not. Here you can just see we have a option called parking. Okay. Now let me just show you with F-02 also. We'll get here a button called parking. Okay. Here you will get like once you enter the information, click on the overview, it will give you here the park button. But here we have a dedicated transaction code F-65 through which we can create the park document. And here let's give the information in the document header and line item. So the segments are going to be same, header and line item. Fields are also going to be same. And here we can use a field, let's say 400, 100, we can use a field account, and account we can mention as 400, 100. Before I create this, before I use this account, I want to show you the balance for this account 400, 100. How much is the account balance? So that we can also check that if the balance has been changed by system after parking of a document or not. So let's have the GL and execute. So we have a balance of 57,000. Now let's create one park document with the same GL. Amount is 13,000, or let it be the amount as 15,000. 15,000. Text is salary paid. Cash is posting key. The next line item we can have with the posting key 50. Cash account 200, 100. 200, 100. Amount star or asterisk text plus. Now overview, and you can just click on the save option. So with this save, it doesn't mean that system is going to post it. So system has just created a park document. Document number you just notice here. It is same as your posted document number because it is a permanent document number. Now this document will be considered by the second authority, second person, and he will just approve it. So he would be able to approve or display it with the help of different transaction codes we have. If you want to simply display the park document list, you can use this transaction code FBV3. But if you want to make the changes in your park document, you can use this FBV2 transaction code. You can double click on the line item. If you want to change the amount, cost center, anything you want to do it, that can be done. And if like the manager or a supervisor want to post it, so this document can be posted and it can also be deleted. So for the posting of document, we have this transaction code FBV0, and the same transaction code we can use for the deletion of park document. I'll have the same document on the screen with transaction code FBV0, and you can just see the same document we have 1007. Now where you want to make the changes before the posting, let's say I want to make the changes in the amount before posting, and now I also want to show you the account balance. So just come out of here. We created a park document with amount. So here 15,000, I think. Yeah, 15, and later we change it to 16. So you can just see no changes on the GL account balance. That is the feature of the park document. Now, if you want to post it, so here we can go with the post document, and after this you see the GL account balance. So it is saying that your document number has been given as 1007. So the document number is same. There is no changes in the document, but the status has been changed from park to post. And with this, we can also see the GL account balance that would have been updated by the system. Let's see again. So now you can just see it is coming as 73,000. Double click on this, and we can just see here the balance is coming as 73 because we made a posting of 16,000. So this is the difference we have between the parking and posting. Now the next type of document we have with us, it is a kind of reference document. So this is the park and post document which we call them actual document. These are the actual document because these are going to change your GL account balance, and these document we can also use for our financial reporting, for our financial analysis. We can use this document. But the next type of document which we have, it is a reference document. In this we have the recurring document. So what is the recurring document? Reference document means, or recurring document means, this is a kind of document we will be using for the posting of the accounting entries. So for example, we have such kind of accounting entries, we have such kind of a transaction which are happening on a particular date. Every month those are happening. For example, we are receiving the interest on a particular date. We are paying the interest, we are receiving the rent, we are giving the rent, insurance premium is there, and then loan EMIs are there. We are on a particular month in a, or a, not particular month, in a month on a particular date we are doing those transactions. Now it is saying that if such kind of transactions are there every month, you don't need to do it every month. You don't need to go through the each of the document, go through the line item header fields. So you one time you create that document under the recurring document. So we are going to create a template, And every month we can use this template by using a recurring run. We'll be executing a recurring run. In that we'll be giving the reference of our all the recurring document. And if any of the document which are supposed to like use in that particular month on a particular date, then system is going to create a accounting entry. Basically, this recurring document we use to reduce, or it is going to reduce the time and effort of the user, because through this we can create multiple document in a single go, in a single run. So how we can use it, I'll just show you. And also this recurring document, because it is this, these are not the actual document, these are not going to change your GL account balance. So we are just storing this document into the system. How long we will be storing it? Until unless we delete them. So if these recurring documents are not useful for us, so we can delete them. So here it is saying that how we can create it, because system should treat this document as a reference document, and it should be different from your actual document. So that is the reason what we will be doing. We will be having here a different number range, a different number range for the recurring document. And what is that number range? It is X1. And if you don't maintain this number range and you try to create the recurring document, then at the time of creating the recurring document, system is going to give you the error message that this number range is missing. X1 number range is missing for your recurring document. So let's first maintain the number range. Transaction code is FBN1. We need to give the company code ID. Go to the change interval. Then here we have to go to the insert line item. We have already added a number in for our actual document which we can post or park. Let's have here for the reference document, recurring document X1 here, and we have the number in for this recurring document starting from 200 or 20012 300. Enter, save, and we can come out of here. Now let's create the recurring document. And this recurring document again, it can be created on Fiori or on the SAP Easy Access. So here, let's first create on the SAP Easy Access, and transaction code here I just mentioned in the practice sheet FBD1, and here we can go with the FBD1. We need to give the company code, then we need to give the recurring run. So recurring first date or last date, first run or last run, we need to provide the information. So the first run is, let's say 1st of April, we want to use this recurring document, and we will be using this document till 31st of December 2024. But if you are not sure of the year when we are going to last using, we will be running this document. In that case, you just mention here the last run date on 31st December 999 year, and then or 2099 year. Then how often you are going to use this recurring document? If you will be using this document every month, every 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, 5 month. So based on the frequency, we can choose here the interval. Mostly we select this option called per month. Interval is 0, 1. Every month we will be using it. Then we can give the header, like we can give the document type for this recurring document, and we can give the information in the line item. In the line item, we use posting key, we use the GL. Let's have here the GL 400, 100, and it is with the amount 21,000. And then we can give the text as this is what salary expense or paid to cash account. So this is my first recurring document, and I can have multiple recurring document, and if the information is same, then we can also use the feature called with reference of taking the reference of the existing document. You can just see we got the document number 2001. So I was just talking about this reference. So what is this? I'll just show you. So normally we use F-02 for the posting, okay? Now if you have a document and the document information is same which you are going to use in your next document, which you want to get posted in the system. So what you can do, you can just click on this button called post with reference. You give the reference of your document number. So this is my document. And whatever the information we store in this document, we want to use the same information for my new document. So we can click on this option under the flow control, display line item, enter. So you can just see this is the document we have, and what we want to have this, like what information we want to change. For example, I want to make some fine tuning. I just want to only change the amount. The rest of the information is same. Now I'm going to post it. Click on the post button. So you can just see we got the new document number 1008, and this has also changed the GL account balance. So this is the feature of the with reference, post with reference. Okay. Same way, if you have a recurring document and the same kind of recurring document information you want to use for your subsequent recurring document. So in this case also we have the option of post with reference. So we can give the reference of our this document number, and let's see how we can use it. So we have the document number 2001 which we have already created, but I don't want to now go to the each of the field. I want to just make some fine tuning. So this information I want to keep it as same. This I don't want to change. I want to only change the GL and then amount 31, and the rest of information is same 31. Save. So now we have with us two recurring document, and whenever I will be executing the recurring run, so that recurring run is going to create two normal documents because we have two recurring documents. If we'll be having 100 recurring document, then system is going to create 100 normal document every month when we'll be executing the recurring. So that is the I would say purpose of having this recurring document. So why we need to have this document? Because it is going to help or it is going to reduce the time and effort when the user is going for the posting. So we have created two recurring documents, how to display them, how we can find out that how many recurring documents we have in the system. So we can go to the F.15 and we can display in the system. Company code we need to provide, document number range we can give it as 1 to all, fiscal year, and then execute. So system is showing you that okay, this is the recurring document you created. This is start date, end date, then this is the amount and created by whom.